Yes, welcome once again and good night. Your student, Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin. And tonight I'm continuing with probing due to a lack of funds can be at certain places at certain time due to a lack of fund, and so we're sending out some probes to intervene. And not just to like we're sending out probes out there in space because we're not able to efficiently and safely prepare a spacecraft to get out there, a human-bound spacecraft. So likewise, I'm sending out my probes here due to mainly a lack of funds, monetary funds. So let's continue. And tonight I've already introduced you to this coordinate already, but I've decided to make some more focus on this coordinate because it has played a very significant role in my life experience, in my bibliography, and it should be mentioned as a part of my history. So I'm going to refocus on this singularly. And here right now, here at the coordinate 40.776863 and minus 73.874.069. And here we say now, foxes have holes, birds have nests, but at 40 degrees, 0.776863 north, and minus a rather 73.874.069 degrees west was where I laid my head many nights to rest. Yeah? Let's write it in another way. It's now 40. So this is 40.776863 latitude and minus 73.874.069 longitude. Or written, it can be written otherwise as 776862 degrees north. And we know north and south is latitude, and 73.874.069 west. And the astute student will look and find out that this is where you would have located LGA or LaGuardia Airport in New York. Yeah, foxes have holes, birds have nests, but for many nights, 40 degrees, 0.76862 north and 73.874.069 west was where I laid my head to rest. And with gratitude, I have to say with gratitude. And at this coordinate, I also met some famous person On Wednesday, there was the airport church, and I attended the airport church with a particular preacher or minister by the name of Chris. And Chris was ministering every Wednesday at this location. And sometime he would have gone over to JFK, double up after he ministered here in LGA. He went over to JFK and continued with his ministry. I've only followed up one time simultaneously to have done or attended church at both LGA and JFK in the same day. But that was a normal trend for him to have doubled up after he have done his ministry at LGA. So now you can understand why I've focused on this particular coordinate, although I've introduced it in other writings. And likewise, too famously, this was the coordinate where I met a certain Rose, wherever my story is told, this lady has to be remembered with regard to me. I believe everyone called her Rose, and that was Rosemary. And every time I hear that song by Amy Lighthouse, love grows with my rosemary grow, I remember love grows. By Amy Lighthouse. Right now it's singing in my mind and in my spirit. Love grows with my rosemary grows, and nobody knows but me. Yeah, she was like that nurse from Italy there, a very famous nurse that we learned in primary school, the lady with the lamp, with regard to the unfortunate people that were displaced in terms of housing at the time. Rosemary, or in short, Rose. And of good character and quite hospitable. So, not only to me, but to all, to many that was around, you would not expect with such hospitality and such care as was exhibited or delivered by Rose. And also in this vicinity, a little later on, I made my first, not first, but I made my, an application of my Amz5x12M matrix STEM application now at the Courtyard Marriott. The Courtyard Marriott, right in the vicinity of LGA, it was the LGA Courtyard Marriott, right there in the vicinity in Queens. I made my Amz5x12M matrix at the 6th floor. And this was particularly with 5 multiplied by 12. And so since I'm probing tonight, I have extended to 15 multiplied by 12, and further probing to the 27 multiplied by 12 matrix. And we could go through all the various applications of this, the STEM, also right here, the STEAM, and the STREAM. And the BEST. Yeah, we go through all of that. And the only new term from the STEM in STEAM is A, and that's for architecture, aviation, astronautic, astrology. And in stream, the only new letter would be R, and that stands for real estate. And in BESS, the only new letter would be B, and that stands for business. So there we have it. Stems, steam, stream, and BESS application of the matrix. And furthermore, we could expand this now to the 30 multiplied by 12, 35 multiplied by 12 as necessary. And later on, we'll see that this 12 is significant for USA, but for other countries, this particular rows by column would be changing. In the Caribbean, you might use 8, and in other places it might be more than 12. So we'll see about that, but for now, we'll have the matrix at that. So there we have it. We have paid an extra attention to this degrees or location coordinate 40.776862 degrees north and 73.874069 west, which put us in the region of LGA. And we could go on to expand and do the mathematics and the algorithmic application of this, but that will be done. I like to do this thing when I'm particularly there, but when I'm probing, I just leave it in a sort of ambiguous, arbitrary form, configuration. But you could get the full application of this at the LGA, at the Courtyard Marriott, somewhere around in 2014 to 2015. I can't remember the particular date. That was where I did that application, Amz5x12M matrix application.